Momentum. Two passionate and busy moms sharing their quest to achieve entrepreneurial success.
Hi, everybody. Teresa Ofstad
and Ariella Vaccarino. We are here from
Momentum,
a podcast for mompreneurs, and we are celebrating today.
Oh my gosh, we are celebrating such big milestones.
Wow.
Today is our 25th episode.
Oh,
Cheers!
we gotta take a sip. You like it?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, that's
yes.
limoncello. It's something I absolutely love.
And we're so excited. Yesterday we did a little announcement and we were so excited about just the ambiance we were in celebrating our 25th. It's just been an amazing journey, Ariella. I'm so proud of what we've created.
Me too. We've worked so hard. We pushed so hard, especially the last couple of weeks. We've gotten so many amazing interviews recorded. Such fantastic women, and our show has really shifted from when we started, and we're refining as we go, and we're starting to figure out what we want to do with the show. I mean, we didn't even know we wanted a show.
We just wanted to kind of document and record our journey, but it has become just this much bigger thing, and it's so much more about what you and I are doing together, Ariella, but we're just kind of highlighting the fact of and showcasing what can be done when people come together.
That's right.
And that's the community that we're building. That's the women that you've recently been listening to some of our interviews.
Cool.
We have so many more interviews that we're scheduling to line up.
By now you would have seen all those fantastic women we saw the last few weeks.
And to be honest, while we're recording this, again, this is the 25th episode, but we've recorded so many, we haven't even released episode 1 yet. Oh, I'm sorry, episode 1, yes, but our first interview.
Our first interview has not aired yet as of this moment for us. For you guys, you've seen a lot of fantastic people.
Yes, at this point, you've seen it all, but we are literally recording this in the middle of February before our first interview has been released, and we have so much lined up, already ready to go in the can, ready to be announced to the world, and it's just amazing.
And we're filled with anticipation because we haven't even released one interview yet, and we have no idea what's that going to do. Is it going to help our audience grow? Are these people going to help bring us to another place? How are people going to feel about it? And then what's going to come from each interview? You know, we have new connections with all of these people. They have us, we have them now. And it's just been, we've done more than I could even imagine we would have done in this time.
I know. None of this was ever in my wildest dreams. It just organically happened and organically developed out of the connection that we have. And
at basketball,
it's just been amazing. Exactly.
In our sweats, right?
You never know what connections you can make in this world. And that's the thing, because now all of these interviews we've done, which again, you've heard by now, and you're now today going to see what has transpired from the connection from these women's but literally
you will know first.
I can visualize where this is going to go from those connections, because as we interview and release each one, our connections connect with their connections, which connect with their connections. So who knows how big we'll be by the time you hear this. It will be in the contents below. There will be so many links that you can click on, I'm sure. But we're just so excited about this journey we've been on. We have so much to bring into this episode today with you all, because as we've been interviewing other women, we have experienced a lot that we've wanted to share along the way.
We want to chat.
We haven't even had a chance
I know. All these wonderful interviews coming on, and we're like, well, should we still make our own podcast? But it is our journey. We do need to jump in here sometimes and check in and let you know what we're going through.
At first, we're like, do they even want to hear from us anymore?
I know.
But then we're like, no, because it is part of our journey, but we're wanting to share the successes and the challenges and everything we've been through in this journey, in this process with everybody.
And I want to say, we were talking about how, we you have to take these opportunities that are presented to you, like what we had walking the track. We was talking about it, walking the track, talking about our dreams together. Opportunities are around us all the time. So it's not even that you need the opportunities to present. You need to act on the opportunities that present. So she and I could have joked about having a podcast 1,000 times, but we actually took the step. And I can think of so many things in my life that Can you turn off the phone?
I know.
Yeah,
So
can you
sorry
turn
about
off your
that.
phone?
Yeah,
Thanks. Hi,
so,
we're
yeah.
busy. We're doing something. Oh, you might want to push, yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
we're having a
my-
moment. This
My
is all
fears,
real.
my fears have just come true. I
Okay.
kept saying in the middle of recording, a phone call's gonna happen. It's gonna stop recording. It did stop recording. So
Okay.
we're gonna hit recording
All
again.
right, we're going on. No, I think
Okay.
we should just keep it in. We
Keep
should
it,
just
keep
show
it going,
it's
keep it real, keep it real. So
Yeah, so it's those opportunities. So many things have happened in my life where I've talked with, well, wouldn't it be a funny idea if, wouldn't it be great if, wouldn't this be an amazing thing? And then you don't do anything because nobody knows what to do or nobody nobody says, yes, show up at my house on Thursday, right? Sometimes you just have to say, yes, let's do it. I don't know how, but come and let's do it.
Yeah.
That's everything we've done so far.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've had so many amazing, thought leaders that have filled my mind, but I'm not even sure if this was my own or if someone I heard from. It's based on other comments that I've heard. But I was just thinking about this the other day because a lot of what we've just been through, which we'll share in a minute, but when you feel something in your gut or your heart, you've got to combine it with your mind and then take action. Because a lot of times we'll feel it in our gut. A lot of times we'll feel it in our heart, but then we just go, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah. Well,
And
so many, I mean, sometimes we really don't know what to do.
I know.
Yeah.
But if you think it through and if you have to find somebody to bounce ideas off, do it. But take the action, speak your business, speak what your thoughts are, your creativity, your dream. If you don't speak it and you don't take action, then it's just going to keep living in your head or in your heart or in your stomach, in that gut feeling that you feel like there's something you need to do. So I just want to share that with everybody.
Because somebody probably knows somebody who can help you with some part of that thing that you have a dream about. And then that person might refer you to somebody else. You have to start it yourself. You just have to say, I'm starting. That's like me. This is that book I talk about. And I just went to Michael's and I bought a book and I bought stickers. I don't know why I did it. And by the way, a lot of the stickers have since fallen off. This was full.
Let me just tell you, this was the very first thing that Ariella did. She said, okay, we met at the track. We were starting to talk. And she goes, I bought a book. I already, what do you call it? Bedazzled it.
I don't know why I did that, but I was like, I don't want just any book. And I don't want a book where somebody had done it for me because that wasn't creative. I was like, this is going to be mine only. It's weird how a little step, go out and buy like a fantastic pen that you want to write with, something that just makes you feel like, okay, we're starting something.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I started feeling, you can't see, but I just started feeling it.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what I was writing about. I sure wasn't writing about momentum.
No, but in the beginning, she was writing about that we've got to share this journey because as we started meeting and we started collaborating and we started bouncing ideas off each other for totally different things, by the way.
Still, we're into totally different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this is our thing together. This is what we have created together. And I'm so happy. So cheers again. Episode 25.
Wow, it's amazing. 25.
Just take that in for a minute.
Yeah, so yummy.
I just have to take that in for a minute.
It's really, and we have, and it's actually the perfect time to hit 25 because we started in the beginning, the first, 13 episodes or just you and I starting to take off, and then the interviews will start being released. And then now we get to 25, and this coming week, you start on a new adventure.
Yes, an adventure that is going to enhance everything else I'm doing.
It's all part of it.
And I'm super excited about it, but this is really going to be a focus for a while.
Yeah.
This will never end.
No.
We're going to continue doing this. Even if I have to do it in the evenings, early mornings, weekends, we will continue to make this happen. But
it's a very good start.
Yes.
So by the time we're going to give you a minute to settle into your new job. And then while continuing fuller life and everything that you're doing.
Yes.
And then I'm going to go off and release the Magical Mommies, the Talented Magical Mommies Club. Talented. Oh my God. What am I even
Talented Magical Mommies Club.
I've held off because, there's only so much you can do at once. So we got this going. I'm going to release that, but really focused on voice lessons to go. And I'm creating a program for that. So I'm going to be busy keeping all of this. We're still going to be releasing every week. Releasing every week. We have reels made for every week that we know now, like on a Sunday where you have a reel created so that on Monday
for Monday's
we come out.
episode, it just entices people, excites people about what is to come the next day.
Yeah.
And just to kind of give you an idea of where we are right in this moment. So we're mid-February. We've already done 25 episodes.
And
We've already
we released our first 3 together sometime in December, right?
sometime in December. That was our first. We released 3 and then 1 each week after that.
But we started meeting at the end of October, or what was it?
I think it was mid-October. So
Mhm.
I gave notice beginning of September. Yes. Got my business license September 20th.
Mhm.
And then we started meeting a few weeks later and we started developing this. We started recording,
Yeah.
just sitting and recording. The first recording, oh my gosh, it was amazing. It would just came from
We're like,
us.
"Did they just do
Nothing was pre-planned. We
No.
just sat down and said, push play.
Yeah.
And
Are we
what do
doing
we want
this?
to talk
Yeah.
about? Let's
would
start
just-
our journey.
And I will say, like, it seems that we have a really good rapport together, but we didn't know that it's not like we'd been doing this for years and we decided
Yeah.
to start a podcast.
Yeah.
We didn't know that we would know, one person would know when one would talk and when the other would talk. I mean, that's like a whole thing.
We have kind of just this melody that we do
Yeah,
together.
it's like a song back
Honestly.
and forth. And the weird thing is now we're on camera.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, like, when we started this, we were in my studio, usually in some form of a pajama sweat outfit, right?
There are some early photos
Yeah.
of no makeup,
Every
just
time.
dropped off the kids.
That's the beauty
Yeah.
of a podcast. And then the interviews started and we couldn't figure out how to interview them. We're like, well, we're going to be on Zoom anyway. Maybe we should release the video.
Yeah.
And now we're like, well, does that mean we're on video now? Now, do we have like a TV show going?
I know.
Like, what are we doing?
And now we
So-
feel weird just going back to
Yeah.
audio, but so now I guess we're video all the time.
And some of you are listening to us just audio, and that's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But it seems that we're delivering a video audio situation now.
Yes, you can listen to us on all podcasts audio
Yeah.
and then go visit us on YouTube and watch the video.
Oh my gosh, we have all these social media channels. Today we're sitting outside of my backyard. It's
Mhm.
also a gorgeous day.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. And to be honest, yesterday's reel started this morning for us.
Oh,
We've
yes.
been celebrating all day and I love the place we went. Links below.
Yeah, it was
Check it out.
awesome.
It was amazing. It was exactly what we needed.
Yep.
We were supposed to have an interview this morning scheduled and we weren't sure if it was going to happen. We were trying to schedule it.
Yeah.
It was nobody flaked or anything like that. It was just
We kind of
didn't
left
quite
it open.
come
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
And so that is an interview we're so excited about later on in the year. But we were like, okay, we have this time. What do we do? Let's go to breakfast. Let's celebrate.
Which
Let's
we never have done that.
no, never.
No.
We
That's
did
like
coffee
proper.
once.
That's like we did coffee.
We did coffee once, and that was about it.
You would think that she and I have done all these things together. We
Yeah.
haven't. Like, this is what we do.
Yeah,
Yeah, and basketball.
yeah. And
Yeah.
basketball. We basketball a lot.
Yeah.
So I was saying
Oh,
we're in the
okay.
middle of February.
Yeah.
And we have all these weeks planned out. This episode is actually coming out, I believe it is on May 8th. So we have this many recordings already planned, already
Yeah.
recorded,
Batched.
already ready to go and to be launched every single week leading up to May 8th.
All right. So keep that in mind. If you
Mhm.
do want to start something like this, you can record it and prepare it and then release it out once a week. And you don't always have to be in the middle of it.
No.
We're still going to be working
Yeah.
all the time on it, but it's going to be different. And we
Yeah.
also have some bigger plans we're
Yes.
working on too.
We have an amazing episode coming out, a
Mhm.
special episode
Mhm.
coming out next week for Mother's Day.
Yes.
We can't wait
We're
for you to see it. But that's the thing. Now we can actually look at the calendar, schedule things out, pre-plan a theme, celebration for the month or celebration
Yeah.
for the day. And, that kind of started from one of our guests
That's
for
right.
Our May 1st episode,
Yes. For
which-
Asian Pacific Heritage Month.
Asian Pacific
Mhm.
Heritage Month.
And we hadn't even thought about that
No.
stuff yet because we're just starting. We're like,
Yeah.
oh wait, oh
Yeah.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
we have also we got in just in time for
Yep.
Black History Month. We had
Yes.
to move things around.
Yes, and that while we are recording that still
Yeah.
has not been fully released. We recorded
Right.
it, we're ready to go,
Yeah.
but that's coming out the end of this month, which is February.
Wait, now we're confusing.
but you're
them.
seeing
You've
this in
seen
May.
it all. You've
Yes.
seen it all. It doesn't matter.
So
It's
we
the
just
beauty
want
of
to
it.
share the journey really with you guys. And, again, through this process, we have so many big successes and wins and just putting ourselves out there.
Mhm.
So I want to share also that we became affiliates.
Oh yeah.
Our
that
first
was really
affiliate
exciting.
program.
But this was all Teresa.
Well, it,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
our
it was all
collaborative
Teresa.
brain
This was your
is
thing.
just creating more and more thoughts. As you
Mhm.
say stuff, I think of stuff.
Yeah,
As I say
it's true.
stuff, you think of stuff,
Mhm.
and we bounce off each other.
Yeah.
And it all started after our opening of our gifts
Well, that's right.
and the book of
Oh, it's too bad I
everything
don't
is
have it
figure
here.
outable.
Yeah.
And so as soon as we were done with that episode, there was another event I had already signed up for, which Marie Forleo was able to do this thing where she text messaged you and she says, "It's really Marie, if you really want to text message me." And as soon as we were done with recording that episode, I went, I have her phone number.
Yeah.
Let's text her. Let's tell her what we just did and that we were highlighting her because of the book, Everything's Figure Outable. So I text her, and of course, a couple weeks go by, and we were getting ready to launch that episode.
Mhm.
And I went, "Oh shoot, I haven't heard back from her yet. What do I do?" Well, I had signed up for another 3-day free event that she was doing. And so when they emailed me confirmation, I went, "I'm going to email them and tell." And so one thing led to another, but really it was just the idea of how do I connect with this woman?
Mhm.
How do I let her know that we want to support her? We want to highlight her. We
Yeah.
want to share her story. She's amazing. And back and forth, we were emailing. I explained everything. They responded and said, "Although you gave me lots of great details, there's an application to be filled out." So I filled out the application.
Right.
And
You could have quit at any
Yeah.
point along the way.
of course,
Yeah.
because it was a back and forth. It's
Yeah, it's
again,
kind of a pain to fill all that stuff out and get it done right. Yeah.
collaboration takes time and
Yeah.
effort and back and forth and an understanding of what each is going to gain from this.
Yeah.
And with sharing our links to our podcast and our mission and our why and our story, they finally emailed us back and said, "You have been approved for our affiliate program. We
That's
love your
cool.
vibe."
That's really cool.
Marie Forleo said, "I love your
Maybe
vibe."
she'll have us in one of her seminars
Or
one
her
day.
episodes, whenever
Yeah,
her
totally.
podcast, we'll be podcaster partners together. But
that
it
was a big win.
a huge win.
Mhm.
And I'll be honest, she has an amazing affiliate program set
Mhm.
up. It is literally a plug and play. But because we kind of got it all right at the last minute
Yeah.
of her event, we're still trying to figure some of that
We have
out.
time. It's everything is a
Yeah,
process.
it
You know,
is.
maybe we're for the next event. We're gonna
Yeah.
be on top of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, there is stuff we've done with that. We
Mhm.
have tried to get the links out. We've tried to get the announcements out. But there is still also some stuff that I was like, "Oh my gosh, we're an affiliate now. What do we do?" Because
Yeah.
we're so new. We're figuring it all
we're
out.
figuring everything out,
Yes.
and it's just even the fact that we're pushing it, like different holidays have gone by, maybe we didn't celebrate them on time. Like next year when we give ourselves gifts,
Mhm.
that's going to happen on the right week.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Like
We'll launch it in around the holiday time.
not February 1st
Yeah.
or December, but all of this we're learning,
Yeah.
we're scheduling. Now that we have this bulk, this 25 episodes after
Yeah.
this one's done today, we actually can take our time and do things right.
Yes.
We can really think of who our next guests are going to
Mhm.
be
Yeah.
and what we can bring with them to the
Mhm.
audience.
Yeah.
And we have some time to schedule things out. Look at the schedule we have like a schedule for the year.
Yes. Yes.
And if we want to plan an event, we have time because
Mhm.
we've given ourselves, because right now we are 2 months away from
Mhm.
when when is this
We're in the middle of February, so March, April, May, almost 3 months
yeah,
away.
so we really have some time to get things
Yeah.
organized, and we don't have to be as crazy.
Yeah.
You'll have time to concentrate on some of these other things you're doing,
Yes.
and so will I.
Yes. Yeah. Because that's important too. We have so many other things that we're working on that we really need to focus on. And every single one of them is so important.
Yes.
So we can't I know a lot of business people out there, and do I dare even say sometimes men might even say,
One
okay,
thing
you
at a
have to
time.
focus on one
Yeah.
thing at a time.
Okay, I'll just focus on my one kid's meal.
Yeah. Only one kid. You can't feed the others.
But yeah, it's just think about, and you really can't tell a mom that she has to focus on one thing
Yeah.
at a time. Think of all the things we focus
Yes.
on every day.
Yeah.
That it's just insane.
Yeah.
From cleaning to feeding to people's feelings to
Yeah.
things for school.
Yeah.
Not to mention if you have a job.
Yeah.
So we can do this. We just have
Yeah.
to be smart about it.
Absolutely. As moms, we figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean, really, truly. Yes, there is something to be said about focus. You do have to focus on one thing at a time. But at the same time, again, I mentioned this in other episodes. I had to put one ball down to
Yes.
focus on another ball as I'm juggling all these balls.
Right.
So there are those moments where you do truly
And
need
I
to
did
focus
that.
on something.
I just put this other podcast that I was originally going to start instead of this podcast, because this one did not exist. I put it down
Yeah.
because I'm like, I'm going to work super hard with Theresa until she starts that job.
Yeah.
And I did. And now I'll pick it back up and I'll have this whole thing behind it that we made.
Yeah.
And learn so much.
And you've already recorded episodes from that
like
podcast.
6 of them.
So you can continue with that and get that launched and focus on that
Absolutely.
for a bit.
Yeah.
So it's just so amazing.
And everything's teaching us. And also we're making a lot of connections, and each connection feeds the next connection. And, well, I have to say something funny that happened today. So we went to this restaurant, which was fantastic, out in Topanga Canyon. And
again, links in the content below.
It was a beautiful restaurant. We went to celebrate. And I walked in I was holding a tripod stand just in case we were going to be able to make a reel, or, we're always doing these reels now, we're just little filmmakers.
Yes.
And so I had this reel, and I was dressed, I don't know, artsy as you thought I was dressed artsy. I was just dressed
There'll be
like
photos
myself.
in the content below.
But maybe I had a particular artsy look.
Yes.
But,
And the glasses is really what
my
you
fun
got to put the glasses on.
All right,
I
well,
love these glasses.
well,
And this is my creative artistic director
think
of
this is
film
just who
and
I am.
entertainment.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
You
This is-
usually see me at
this is
basketball.
some
So.
creativity right here.
Okay, well, this is who I am. Anyway, I was an opera diva at one point in my life.
Yes.
So, anyway, so we're walking with this tripod. That's the only thing we have. Oh, we have some books with us, right?
Yeah,
Like
we had our business stuff, our books, our journals, our pens, our amazing pens that Ariella got me.
Yes. So when we walk in, like at first the host is like, "Oh, whatever you guys do, just make sure you tag us. Tag us in what you do." Like, like
We're
it
just taking
matters.
photos, and he
Like-
thinks just like social media tags.
Yeah,
he
just
didn't
tag
know.
us. And we're like, "Oh, sure." So when we left, we wanted to get a picture, and the guy stops us out front. And what did he say? Something like, "Oh, I wanted you to meet the owner," or something.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I forgot it.
So when he was going to seat us, we did mention that we were podcasters.
Oh yeah, we're podcasters,
and that we were here for creativity, and we were just trying to do some work. And that's also when he said, just make sure you tag us in everything.
Yeah.
And then we went to go leave. Not only did he offer to take photos for us, as with the backdrop and the name of the restaurant, but then he offered to introduce us to the owner.
Yeah. And I said, I was hoping we'd get a picture with the owner. Like nothing I had ever thought, like, why would he take a picture with us?
Yeah.
And the guy went and he got the owner, because we're these, and he told me, "Oh, they're podcasters.
Momentum
And they're
podcasters.
like, "Oh,
For
momentum." And she's like, "Are there any moms who work here?" And we're just playing the whole
Is
thing.
there a mom in this
there was no
franchise
mom.
ownership at all? Or
Super
which I don't
nice
think
guys.
is franchise, but
super nice guys.
Yeah.
But anyway, so he wanted to do a picture with us, and he's like, "Let me go get my good jacket."
Oh,
And he goes out and he gets his good jacket to take pictures with us.
and his hat.
And he's in the middle of us, and so he takes it on our phone, and then he's like, "Let me get some for my phone."
Yes.
So then
Again, photos and links will be in the
Yeah,
content
we
below.
will tag them, and then they
Mhm.
will see that we are just a beginner. I mean, by now maybe we'll have had a little more success, but
Yeah.
but you walk the walk,
Yeah.
and that's what we realized. It's just like if you walk with a tripod somewhere, people just kind of assume.
Yeah.
Why would these older women have a
Yeah.
tripod unless they're really something?
Two quotes, two thoughts we came up with this whole thing, this whole experience. Number one, fake it till you make it. But along with that, look official until you become official, and that kind of goes along with the whole idea of Ariella, when she first purchased the Podbean app or the Podbean platform.
Yeah.
She was like, you know what? We're going to go all in.
Right,
We're getting the
because it's a
whole
free
year.
version, and you wanted, well, not you, but you thought maybe we should do the free version. I'm like, well, if we're gonna do it,
We're going to go all
we're
in.
gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just want to be official. I want it to be, with you. You can get 10 separate channels
Yeah.
on Podbean, which is amazing.
I have
'cause
more than 10. I think
we each have
yeah.
things that we're working on.
Yeah.
So we're able to kind of filter them all into this
and we
one
can post
platform.
videos, not just audio,
Yeah.
and we're using that
Yeah.
now, which
Yeah.
is amazing. There's all
Yeah.
these things we want to use,
Yeah.
but that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's just what happened. That was a
We
really
just-
but you know what? Then that opens
Mhm.
something up in our
Mhm.
mind. Wait a second.
Mhm.
These people want us to tag them. Other places might want us to tag them.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do more things on location. Maybe we can have some swaps for different things
Yeah.
because we're doing a podcast at their place.
Yeah.
I mean, just like opening the world. We just want to have fun.
Yeah.
So I told, let's make this as fun as we can make it.
Yes.
You know?
And connect with as many people as we
Mhm.
can, not just the moms, but the businesses that are supported, for moms and it really opens the doors to anything,
Yeah.
any possibility.
Yeah, and you could be anywhere. In podcasting, it's cool because you can be at any place. I mean, I'm sitting in my backyard.
Yeah.
And actually all this equipment here,
Mhm.
I could take anywhere.
Yeah.
We could literally sit in my car at practice one day, which we might.
Yeah.
And do a
Episode coming to you from height basketball
from
practice.
inside my expedition.
Yes.
But yeah, so I mean that was really cool. So it expanded my mind a little. Like every time we do these little moments, it reminds me like, oh, I mean, someone else might want to take a picture with us, and someone else might want to post us, and someone might want to host us, and someone might want to ask us to do something
or sponsor us
or sponsor
whatever create ads, go there is monetization when it comes to podcasting. We haven't really tapped too much into that yet, because really it's just us about sharing the journey. And I do have a friend podcaster who we have interviewed at some point already. And she gave me a good, tips and advice, because people do reach out to her directly. They DM her in order to be a sponsor, be sponsored or to sponsor her program or whatever. But she's really careful at who she picks, because it needs to make sense for her podcast. And that is really important. We're not just gonna, anybody in the world that wants an ad, come find us. No, it has to make sense.
Has to be ethical.
Yeah, it has to be ethical.
Yes.
That's what we're all about.
Truth.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So we have some things to talk about.
Yeah.
That we've been wanting to have this episode for a while, but we keep doing interviews.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
So what are we talking about here?
So I would like to also share,
Yes,
come
honey.
along with the idea of the affiliate, how that happened. There is a person who we love to possibly have on our show at some point. And this is a person that Ariella has introduced me to, that she follows and appreciates
Oh my God,
and
I didn't know what you were talking about.
admires. Yes,
Oh,
I'm
we'll
building
say-
it up.
Oh, but don't say
So
who she
no, I'm
is,
not
because
saying
might
who
not
she
wanna
is.
be
I'm
on our
telling you
show.
what we did.
Okay.
So it is a person who we both of us admire.
This person's having some major success. She
Major
may not be
success.
able to step down.
Oh, no. Don't say that.
No.
We are collaborating.
Rise up.
We are
What?
just being together and sharing our stories and
Right.
sharing our journey. It's not
As
about one being
moms.
higher, one being lower.
Right.
Yes, she's
You're all
amazing.
fantastic.
And yes, she has a ton of success.
ridiculous success.
But I don't ever
yes.
want anybody to let that stop you from taking action.
Mhm.
And that's the point of this part of our conversation.
Okay.
So Ariella, we're at a basketball game,
Mhm.
and Ariella told me who she is, and I'm telling you, this was Ariella. Oh my gosh, look in the stands. It's
I have
so-and-so.
been following her.
Let me show you. She's amazing. She does this. She does that.
Yeah.
Well, we should go introduce it. I can't do that. It's in the middle of the game. We don't want
Well,
it.
we really couldn't
we
at that
don't-
moment.
We don't want to, and this is true, we don't want to distract her from watching the game
Right,
and
of
watching
course.
her son. Would totally get it.
We've seen such people, by the way, at these
Oh my
basketball
gosh,
games.
yes.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
but
we're
go
in
on.
LA, and there is a lot of celebrity sightings
totally.
anyways, but yes, basketball can definitely lead you to some connections.
Yeah, there was a
Um,
singer I saw that blew my mind at
And
one
a
of the.
chef and an
yeah, it's
actor
just
and
like,
like
oh my
just comedian,
Yeah.
all these people I've seen, singers, you name it. But my point is this woman, so I ended up having to stay a little longer
Wait,
because
let me say, stop it.
Wait.
The reason this woman, I'm in awe of her and what she's done.
yes, please
is
tell us.
I have watched her. I'm still not going to say who she is,
Yeah.
but I have watched her start off. It was so much like me, me making the videos about the singing. She's not a singer, but me making videos on singing lessons in my studio. And
Mhm.
she just started off making videos in her home environment with this thing that she does, and very simple videos, but she was so fascinating. And it made me feel like I was really the only one who knew about her, right?
Yeah.
When you're watching something, you feel like it's coming right in at you. And then she just blew up. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know the management. I don't know exactly what happened. And she's
Or the
right,
connection she's made.
of course, or what
Yeah.
she had around her when she
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
But she
Or what action step she took. I
Oh,
mean,
the
really, really, that's what it's about.
Mhm.
How do you get to be so successful? It's taking those action steps.
But I watched her go from just like person doing videos to just zoom.
Mhm.
She's everywhere. She's doing everything. She's doing things that are outside of the original thing that I saw her doing originally.
Mhm.
And it's just like, It's amazing. Essentially, it's her personality that came through, and it doesn't matter where you plug it in.
Yeah.
She's having success, and
Yes.
somebody found her and has pushed her in all the right places. You know, I
Yes.
don't know how that happened,
Right.
but that's what I'm in awe
Well, we
of
hope
about
to
her.
find that out when we have her on our show.
Oh, cool.
because of this encounter. So let me finish. So at basketball practice. So Ariella's team leaves and I'm
So
hanging
we're at
out
basketball again.
and I'm hanging out. And so her team ends and I go, okay, this is my opportunity. I didn't have a pen. I'm looking all over for a pen. I had to ask all over the place. Can I have a pen? Can I have a pen? I wrote our name of our podcast on the back of my business card. No, I did have a business card.
Okay.
My Fuller Life business card. And I wrote on the back the name of our podcast, Ariella Momentum, Ariella Vaccarino. And I went up to her and I just complimented her. I said, excuse me, are you so-and-so?
Mhm.
And she goes, yes. I said, I just wanted to let you know, my co-host, Ariella Vaccarino, absolutely admires
Yes.
you. She told me all about you. I am so in awe of you. I just wanted to give you my card to let you know who we are. We're new podcasters. We are doing Momentum, which highlights female entrepreneurs. My husband happens to be the coach of this team, basketball over here. That's why we're here. But when we saw you, I just want to come up and say hello. Tell you you're fantastic. And I sure hope you have a great day. And I gave her my card and that was it. I didn't ask her to be on the show. You don't want to be too forward,
Yeah.
but I just want to give her a compliment. And I wanted her to know that what she does has inspired somebody.
It really inspired me. I mean, like she would be on my vision board because it's exactly the kind of path that I would imagine for myself.
Mhm.
And I watched her do it. And that it's so cool. There's a few people that I from Facebook that I originally saw, and these types of things happen for them.
Yeah.
And it just inspires me.
Yeah.
And also there's so many ways now that are not conventional to get out there and to connect to people like that. And just to see somebody do it like that, it was really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So we'll see if she's ever on the show. We'll let you know who she is. I mean,
I'm sure she
know.
will be one day.
Okay.
And then we'll add in the comments below who she is.
Yeah,
if we can capture her for an interview,
Yeah.
not only will you get to see her and how fantastic she is, but we'll put at the bottom of this episode who she is.
Okay, feel
We'll
free to guess.
announce it.
Feel free to guess.
Guess all you want. She's amazing though.
I just don't want to put pressure on
Yeah.
her if she would happen not to want to come on our show and we named her. I don't
And
want her to
that's
feel pressured. She's a
too.
very
But
busy
if we
person.
do,
I totally respect her.
she will be on the links below.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because we have to highlight her. How amazing she is.
Mhm.
So that leads me to another
Yes.
thing. So we were also talking about, as I mentioned before, I do Toastmasters.
Yes.
Some of the women that we've had on have been from our Speaking Your
Yes,
Business
so
Toastmaster
many
group.
great connections you make.
And it has really, I call it, it's like working a muscle. You
Mhm.
know, it's not just with speaking or leadership skills, it's also listening skills. It helps in so many ways. But we were talking and it kind of led Ariella to an idea that she wants to do, and I think you'd be fantastic at, with coaching people with their voice when they're speaking.
Oh,
you
it's
know,
something I've always wanted to do. I always look at these corporate events and I think, wow, I would love to, when they go off and they split into different rooms and they have different sessions of
breakout
learning how to
rooms,
do
yeah.
things. I would love to be the, artsy, let me help you have confidence, stand in front of people, be your best self, project your voice across the room, show up with some charisma and some great body language. I would love to do something like that.
and she'd be amazing. And I have seen, because again, meeting planner previously, I've seen a lot of these
Yeah.
conferences and I can see how that would really help people. Not just because, Toastmasters helps with the speaking, but even then sometimes they don't know how to project their voice or, how, the different techniques that you can do that helps your voice, helps, so that somebody who's speaking all day long for 3, 4, 5 days, they may have a sore
lose
throat.
your voice. It's very important to warm up your voice. And and people think, well, I'm not a singer, but it's actually, I mean, we're going off track on our podcast, but it is important to warm up your voices, whether you're speaking or singing. If you're using your voice is your voice.
Yeah.
So that is something I would love to do. And, and I've never really met people in that world before because I am not in that world. So, but you are. So
I am.
who knows?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes. And then just a couple more quick things before we wrap up. Another great tip that we got from another one of our interviews. And this is a thing, guys. I hope you're getting as much golden nuggets from them as we have. And we're only sharing just a couple quick tips for this one episode, but I'm sure if you listen back to all of these amazing women, you're going to get something out of each one of their stories, because they're all amazing.
Yeah.
They really are. But you know, it's something we were interviewing. It was our May 1st one. You know, she and I had been in the same industry for so long and learned a lot of the same things. But it wasn't until hearing her say some of these things that made me remember them. I'm like, way back in my mind, I knew that, but it took me hearing her to go, of course, why didn't I think of that? We've been doing so much that it would immensely help if we were to tap into a student or intern. And then another one talked about VAs, virtual assistants. There's so much that people can help with just to take some of the load off.
Yeah, ideally we do want to get some sort of team underneath us, and we're just gonna have to figure. I mean, you have to pay people, or they have to get credit at school.
This depends, because if it's an intern,
it.
it's about mentoring them.
But if we intern 1 hour a week, that somebody was doing only 1 hour a week, which seemed a little bit. That's really a little bit of amount of time. So, but these are all the things, like, we were so busy talking to all of them. Now we can walk away and we can use some of this time to think about what we want to move on. And how we want to do that. We do need some help, and it'll only help push us. I mean, what we need is we need our listenership to grow. As the listenership grows, we will entice fantastic women to come on our show, and we will
highlight their businesses,
right? And then that will help with getting great sponsors to help us continue to do this. And then when we do plan our events, that'll be fantastic. So we're excited.
That's a dream that we have for this. We want to be able to inspire other moms, but we want to be able to have conferences and events where it's not just us talking.
We just bring people together,
bringing in other people that can help women who are struggling getting started with their business, or who already have a business and they're trying to figure out how to scale it, or we're trying to figure out how to tweak it and make things better. I mean, there's all sorts of things.
But also to talk to other people who are like-minded and also want some ray of sunshine.
Okay, so I think that we're going to be wrapping soon because of the lighting. But
so I would say to talk to other women who are like you, like she and I, part of the reason we connected was our brains are going like this about our own business ideas. And a lot of people I talk to aren't like that. Finding other people like that. And you can sit and talk with your ideas about your ideas with them, and they can talk to you, and you guys bounce off each other. Maybe you work together, maybe you don't. And then, of course, there would be good food.
Yes, of course.
And possibly massages.
Oh, possibly.
We rarely get time for ourselves, and time like that for ourselves.
Well, and you know what? Again, being from the meetings and events industry, I've seen a lot of this, and there is a lot of extra stuff you do either before the conference starts in the morning or in the evening after. But, you know, even if it's fitness programs, I mean, self-care, all sorts of things, yoga class in the morning, going for a walk. There's all sorts of things that we can do.
Just and brainstorming and hearing your ideas. I would love to get together and where everybody's just sharing their ideas. And then, you know, we can even have a session where people pull like connections. Like, I can help you do this. I can help you. I need these 5 things. And then find out what people out there can offer. We do. It is fun to help each other when you have a community.
So again, celebrating episode 25, but giving you a little bit of a glimpse of where we see this going, because we are really so excited.
And look at us on video. Oh my gosh.
Cheers to 25 episodes.
Looking forward to see you next week. It's going to be a super fun episode.
Follow your dreams.
Bye-bye,
everybody.
Mom and Tom, two passionate and busy moms sharing the quest to achieve entrepreneurial success.